right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John Jay High School for today's JV football game between Suffern High School and the John Jay Patriots. My name is Robert Sipe. I am a math teacher here at John Jay, and I am on the mic and on the live streaming equipment and on the camera for today's game. So I'm going to do my best job here to bring you all the action. We'll focus in on the John Jay team. We'll give you a quick look at Suffern as well. Suffern is still in warm-ups, but John Jay is ready to go. They finished their warm-ups. They're on the sidelines. We've got 3 minutes left on the clock. I take that back. We've got a couple of players still out on the John Jay side warming up as you see the referees coming in. And you see there number 4, Connor Finn, working on his extra points. Kyle Winters holding. That one is good. And I'm not exactly too sure who's hiking that. I want to say it's Brady Feliciato. It looks like a 6 or an 8 to me. There's no 8 on the roster. So I'm guessing that Brady Feliciato hikes it. And Kyle Winters holds it. And Connor Finn kicks it. But we've got now less than 2 minutes on the clock. The referees are meeting in the middle of the field here. I'm assuming they're going to do the coin toss, and we should get going here in a few minutes. I'm going to stay with you here and talk you through the warm-up phase. All right, so we've got less than a minute here on the clock. I'm guessing that it's going to take us a little longer than that to kick off. The first JV game that we were live streaming to you started early. So I got nervous and got here plenty early today to make sure that if the game did kick off before the scheduled 6 p.m. start time, we'd be able to bring it live to you. And of course, with my luck, the game will probably start late today. But good news for you, you'll see all the action right here on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. I was just informed that there is no 5th official. That means that the time will be kept on the field. You may say, what does it matter to you or to me whether or not we have a 5th official? Well, they'll only let an official do the clock. So I will not know how much time is left on the clock during the game. So bear with me. I'll try to keep you abreast of where we are in the game. If we're close to halftime, close to the end of a quarter. So if you step away from the computer screen or from the TV screen, I know in our house we live stream this on our big screen TV. The camera is shaking. I'm stepping back and forth here on the plywood in the field house here. So I'll try not to do that as we look at the John Jay team in a huddle, ready to go. And still Suffern is out there warming up. So let's see what we've got on the clock here. We've got no time on the clock, so there is no more time left in warm-ups, but Suffern is not exactly paying attention to the scoreboard. We'll take a look as they practice their extra points. Whoa, that was a tough snap. We'll zoom in on that for you there just a little bit. Connor Finn was able to get a couple through the uprights in warm-ups. So we don't have a Suffern roster, so I apologize I apologize to anyone from Suffern for not having their roster. But number 4 here looks like he's going to attempt the kick. I'll zoom out so you could see it go through the uprights. And that was a little short, went a little below the uprights. That would be a goal if we were playing soccer. Or if we were playing football, but we're playing football. So again, we're just watching Suffern here. Ooh, we've got a little fake extra point. All right, so that was interesting. We'll keep an eye out for that during the game. Maybe we'll alert the John Jay coaches. Be aware of a fake extra point. I'm just kidding. We don't have any communication with the John Jay coaches. We try to be as neutral as we can up here in the booth. But in the interest of full disclosure, I am a coach here at John Jay High School. I do have some of these kids in class. In math class, I teach 9th grade algebra, which some of these guys are in. And I teach 12th grade pre-calculus and 12th grade AP calculus. But those are the varsity guys. So for today's JV game, it looks like the referees are meeting with the captains. 85 is the captain for Suffern High School. Not too sure who the John Jay captain is. Can't see his uniform number. And neither can you. The coin has been flipped. It looks like John Jay has won the toss. To receive. And number 1 for John Jay, who's Kyle Winters, is the John Jay captain. He won the toss. He elected to receive. And folks, we are ready to kick off here at John Jay High School. So we'll take a look at the Suffern football team there as they get together, get themselves pumped up for the kickoff. We'll zero in on the John Jay Patriots. Looks like they're just receiving some instructions for their coach. And we're off. It looks like deep for John Jay is number 6, Brady Feliciano, and number 4, Connor Finn. So we'll see if Suffern, who'll be kicking off from the 40-yard line, can kick it deep enough to get it to Connor Finn and Brady Feliciano. Glad to see that Coach Horton is watching online. The varsity soccer coach we have here at John Jay on the boys' side. Coach Horton just sending me a text wishing me good luck for my announcing and videoing. I will send him a text back in a minute or so telling him I don't need good luck. So here we go, folks. We're ready to rock and roll. Suffern is about to kick off, and this JV football game is underway. Brady Feliciato's got it. He's out past the 30, and he's brought down near the 34-yard line, where John Jay will begin. Brady is the quarterback for John Jay. At least he was for most of the first game. So we'll see if he or Kyle Winters takes the snap. I'll try to zoom in a little bit more for you, but I don't want to get too close that I miss some of the action. Again, I'm on the camera as well as the mic, as well as looking down at the roster and on the live streaming equipment. So Brady Feliciato is in shotgun formation, and for the first play from scrimmage, he takes the snap, he hands it off, and we are in business, baby. A big run there by John Jay. Let's see who that was. It looks like Noah Crouch. Noah Crouch with a big run for the Patriots, 15, 20 yards. And that's a first down for John Jay. So John Jay's almost right in front of us here. You'll get a good look at them. Again, Brady Feliciato is in shotgun formation. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff this time. Brady takes it himself. He's to the left. He is inside the 30-yard line of Suffern for another first down for the Patriots. 2 plays, 2 running plays, 2 first downs for John Jay. The first by Noah Crouch and the second by Brady Feliciato. Nice play call there by the J coaches, faking the handoff to Noah Crouch. It looks like Noah Crouch is on the near side of Brady here. Brady hands it off to him, and Suffern is on it. Suffern has figured out the game plan. They're gonna pay close attention to Noah Crouch and to Brady Feliciato here. So John Jay's dropped for a bit of a loss there. It looks like we've got 2nd down and 13 for the Patriots. Early in the first quarter here, John Jay took the kickoff and is driving. Brady Feliciato hands it off again. This one is to number 22. There is a flag on the play. Let's see, number 22 is Giuseppe Martini. Really nice run there by Giuseppe. But it looks like the refs are bringing it back. Yeah, they're bringing it back against the Patriots. We'll listen in. Yep, he didn't. He just sort of pointed towards the John Jay sideline. I'm going to guess holding on John Jay. That would be my guess. Looks like we are pushed back to about a 2nd down and 21, maybe a long 20. Brady Feliciato back in shotgun formation. Brady's taking it himself. Here comes Brady on the near sideline, and Brady's dropped around the 35-yard line of Suffern. So pretty good pickup there by Brady. Picked up 5-6 yards on the play. Looks like we've got a 3rd down and about 15 for the Patriots. Number 4, Connor Finn coming in for John Jay, as well as number 10, Bryce Adrian. We'll see if those 2 guys are involved in the play. Again, Brady Feliciato in shotgun formation here. It looks like he's got number 22, Giuseppe Martini, behind him. Brady rolls to the left. Nice pass there by Brady Feliciato. Gets it to Noah Crouch, but Noah is dropped about 10 yards from the, about 11 yards from the marker, and the referees indicated is 4th down. Probably 4 down territory here for the Patriots, I would guess, unless they want to really pin Suffern deep. So we'll see what John Jay draws up here. I've seen them fake like they're going to run a play and then sort of pooch kick it. We'll see if that happens here. So again, we've got Brady Feliciano in shotgun formation, and it's a timeout by John Jay. Timeout by the Patriots. We are early here in the first quarter. There's no score. This is John Jay's first possession of the game. We'll give you a look at the Patriot huddle as they get their instructions from the JV coach. I'm embarrassed to say I don't know who the JV coach is. I have a roster in front of me, but the roster does not give me the JV football coach's name. Yeah, I know that Mr. Feliciano, I believe, is one of the assistants in the royal blue jacket there to your left, just outside the huddle. But I don't believe he's the head coach. I believe the head coach is somewhere in the middle of that huddle. Take a look at the referees for today's game. We've got 4 of them. There's a 4th one right down here by the Suffern timeout huddle. Not too sure how long these timeouts are. Referee blows the whistle. Both players break their respective huddles. And they come out for the 4th down and 11 for John Jay. So John Jay's on the Suffern 31-yard line on the first drive of the game. John Jay's Brady Feliciano takes the snap. He's looking long. He's got number 4. Oh, sorry about that. I don't think I gave you a good look at that. But that was an incomplete pass there by Brady Feliciano to Connor Finn. It looked like Connor had a decent chance to make that catch, but maybe he was interfered with by the Suffern cornerback, but no call on the play. So Suffern will take over on downs on their own 31-yard line. So this will be Suffern's first possession here. We'll get a look at the John Jay defense. Looks like we've got number 27, Liam Beal, on the near side here right in front of us. Brady Feliciano looks like he's an outside linebacker. Can't make out any of the other numbers. Suffern's number 15 takes the handoff, or takes the snap, and it's a pretty good run by the Suffern running back, who barrels his way for a couple of yards, and it'll be about 2nd down and 7 for Suffern. Exactly 7 yards. Suffern's got it on their own 34-yard line. They need to get to their 41-yard line for a first down. So 2nd down and 7 here. Number 15 is the Suffern quarterback. He's back in shotgun formation. Try to zoom in a little bit more for you here. They hand it off again. Not much gained at all there. Maybe 2 yards on the carry by Suffern. And that'll bring up 3rd down. John Jay defense is being instructed by the coaches to watch the football. So it looks like it's about 3rd down and 5. And I'm sure he's worried about Suffern trying to pull the John Jay defense off sides and get themselves a free first down. So again, John Jay is being encouraged to watch the football, not necessarily listening to the snap. Suffern hikes it. Handoff again to the running back, number 5. He leans forward. It looked like the ball came loose as he hit the ground. I don't know much about football, but I do not believe the ground can force a fumble. And it looks like it's going to be 4th down and 1. We'll see what Suffern decides to do. The coach is giving some instructions. Number 22 is replacing 12. Coach is still giving the quarterback the play. Green 6, King Bear. If anybody knows what that means, that's what's coming up here for Suffern. I have no idea what play that is, but let's take a look. We'll watch together. So we've got a 4th and 1 here. Big play for both teams here. 4th and 1. Suffern hikes it, hands it off again, and it looks like they are forward. I get a good 10 yards on that carry as the Suffern coaches below me, as well as the players on the Suffern sideline, cheer on their offense. That was a pretty good run. Not too sure who carried that ball. I apologize for not knowing that, but whoever it was an excellent carry. So Suffern is over midfield here. They're on the John Jay 49-yard line. This is Suffern's first possession. John Jay traveled down to the Suffern 31-yard line, but Suffern was able to turn him over on downs. And now Suffern has their first down, and that's a fumble, folks. That is a fumble, and that is recovered by number 2, it looks like. And number 2 is Jordan Beltran. So John Jay takes over after a Suffern fumble. Not too sure if that was a clean exchange or not, but regardless, ball came loose. John Jay's Jordan Beltran jumped on it, and John Jay takes over. So both teams on their first possession not able to score. Both teams on their first possession able to cross midfield, but not get close enough to try a field goal or score a touchdown. So John Jay's second possession, Brady Feliciato takes a snap, fakes the handoff, and he's going to be sacked there by Suffern. Really nice job by the Suffern defensive line. Brady really had no shot to even get rid of that ball. Probably smart on his part to hang on to it and not risk a fumble or a turnover. So John Jay lost 10 yards on that play. It's going to be a 2nd down and 20, thanks to the Suffern quarterback sack. So John Jay has the play called here. Brady takes the snap. He hands it off to number 22. Number 22 gets forward for a good 10, 11 yards. Number 22 is Giuseppe Martini. I should have studied this roster prior to the game, so I apologize having to look down to tell you who these guys are after they make the play. But a real nice run there by Giuseppe, and we really should credit the offensive line there, right? He ran a good 6, 7, 8 yards before even getting touched. Brady hands it off again to Giuseppe, and Giuseppe's met pretty much at the line of scrimmage and tackled for no gain. And it looks like that'll be a 4th down and long 9, or a 4th down and 10. John Jay's number 1, Kyle Winters, checks in for Giuseppe Martini. And we'll see what John Jay decides to do here. It's a 4th and 10, we'll call it, from the Suffern 45-yard line. John Jay calls another timeout, their second timeout of the first quarter. So we'll zoom in here on the Suffern sideline to start. I've got the Suffern coaches one floor down here below me. They are excited, happy with the way that their team is playing thus far. And we'll head out now to the John Jay huddle. All the John Jay personnel is on the other side of the field. So not too sure about what they're saying or what their thoughts are. But we are probably late in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, the time is being kept on the field by those guys, the officials. And there is no clock on the scoreboard. That's because there's only 4 officials here today. You could see all 4 of them in your screen there. And they need a 5th official to work the clock. So we do not have access to the time. But we're probably pretty late in the first quarter. This timeout should be ending relatively soon. So I'll get ready to show you the play again here. Again, it's 4th down and 10 on John Jay's second possession. No score if you're just joining us. John Jay 0, Suffern 0. Kyle Winters takes the snap, and Kyle Winters is dropped for a loss. Real nice job by Suffern there to tackle Kyle Winters at midfield. And Suffern's going to take over on downs for their second opportunity. So John Jay unable to score on their first 2 drives. Suffern wasn't able to score on their first drive. This will be their second opportunity of the game and of the first quarter. Again, the score is tied at 0 here at John Jay Senior High School. Thanks for joining us on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Robert Sipe. I'm bringing you all the action on the live streaming equipment, the camera, and the microphone. And what a tackle there by number 2, Jordan Beltran. Jordan having an amazing game here on defense early on. Jordan was able to recover the fumble earlier in the first quarter. And now he tackles the Suffern running back for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 2nd down and 14 here for the Suffern Mounties. I think that's the Suffern's nickname, but I'm not positive. But Suffern High School has an excellent boys basketball program. I've seen that firsthand. They've got an excellent boys soccer program. And it looks like they have an excellent football program. Suffern, their varsity team. Wow, what a tackle there. Trying to see who that is. Number 32 for the Patriots, Nick Pavia. What a tackle there by Nick. Wow. I was saying that Suffern has an excellent boys basketball program, an excellent boys soccer program, and an excellent football program, as we've seen so far this weekend and this evening. The Suffern varsity football team defeated the John Jay Patriots in overtime on Saturday. Really good football game at Suffern High School. And we're deadlocked here at 0. 3rd and long for Suffern. Number 15 takes the snap, throws it, and that's a really good gain there by trying to make out what number that is. Number 85 for Suffern. We do not have a roster for Suffern up here in the booth. But if you're from Suffern and you know who 85 is, congratulate him the next time you see him, because that was a really good reception and run by 85. Water. Where's the water bottle? All right, so it'll be 4th down and 5 here for Suffern. Looks like Suffern's going to go for it. We haven't seen either team punt yet. And it doesn't look like Suffern's going to punt here. 4th and 5. They're in shotgun formation, trying to get John Jay to the offsides. And a real nice play there by the John Jay defense. I believe that's number 2, Jordan Beltran again. Again, not positive. My eyes are going on me here, and going to be 52 years old tomorrow, folks. I need some binoculars up here in the press box. But looks like John Jay is going to take over on downs here at about the 50-yard line. And I'm wondering if this is the end of the first quarter, but we have no way of knowing since it's at the 50-yard line, this ball. I'm going to guess it is based upon how they've got the yard markers there. So I am going to just put the microphone down for a quick second because I am also on the scoreboard duty here. The lights just came on at John Jay, so that was a nice little surprise there for the players and for myself. Hang on one second. I'm just going to put the second quarter up on the scoreboard, and I'll be back with you in 5 seconds. The scoreboard's about 5 steps away from me, so it may take me 10 seconds. I'll be right back. Hang on. All right, so we've got the second quarter up on the scoreboard, and it looks like that is correct, as John Jay is now going from right to left. If you're just joining us, we are just starting the second quarter. The score is tied at 0. Both teams have had 2 possessions. And this is Brady Feliciano here, who got the handoff from Kyle Winters. And Brady gains 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Brady is a star here on the JV football team. And he's also a star in Period 3 Mr. Sipes math class. Brady, an excellent student athlete. Also an excellent baseball player. So I'm sure in the springtime, if you tune into some baseball games, you'll see Brady likely on the JV baseball team, I would guess. Kyle Winters takes the snap, pitches it to Brady. Brady's got some room outside. Brady is pushed out of bounds, short of the first down. That's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 3 for John Jay. Suffern being encouraged by their coaches. 3rd down and 3. They're telling their players we need a big stop here. Probably 4-down territory here for the Patriots again. Neither team is elected to punt the ball. Both teams have been turnover on downs. I take that back. It was penalty on the play here. False start on John Jay. That's what it looked like to me. I saw John Jay in their sideline and team cheering, but it did look to me like John Jay jumped first. So some sort of an illegal procedure on the Patriots. And we've got a 3rd down and 8 as opposed to the 3rd down and 3 for John Jay. Kyle Winters takes the snap. And he's hit once and hit a second time and brought down by Suffern. Couple of players on the Suffern defense, they are able to hit Kyle twice. Really good effort there by Kyle to stay on his feet after the first hit. But it looks like we're going to see our first punt of the game. John Jay's Connor Finn is back 11 or 12 yards behind the ball. He'll take the snap as this is a 4th down and 19 here. That's a high snap, but Connor's able to catch it, and he's got a really good punt that goes out at the Suffern 26-yard line. Really good punt there by John Jay's Connor Finn. Let's zoom in on Connor so you can get a good look at him. Connor is also a goalkeeper for the JV soccer team. Really nice punt there by Connor. Connor also played a goalkeeper for the varsity soccer team this past fall, as both of the varsity goalkeepers were unable to play in a game against Mayapack. So we brought Connor up from the JV team, and he filled in very nicely. All right, so we've got a Suffern ball here, 1st down and 10 on their 26-yard line. They take the snap and shotgun formation, and looks like there might be a fumble on the play. And it is a fumble, and John Jay has recovered it. Let's see. Looks like number 72 has come up with the ball. Number 72 is Nate Giribaldi. That's my guess. I don't know for sure, but nice recovery there by Nate. So John Jay takes over on the Suffern. Nice throw there by the referee. Wow. John Jay takes over. I don't know if you were able to see that, but he whizzed that all the way to the Suffern sideline. It was caught by a Suffern kid. Okay, so let's see here. John Jay's got it 1st and 10. Number 22 is on the ball there. Brady Feliciano was in shotgun formation. He handed it off to Giuseppe Martini, and Giuseppe gains about 5 on the play. That'll be 2nd down and 5 for John Jay. So Brady Feliciano getting the instructions from the coaches. He comes back into the huddle, relays it to the rest of the team. And Brady takes the snap, hands it to, I believe, Noah Crouch. Just trying to see if that was Noah, but difficult to see with him not turning his back to us so we could see his number. We'll have to talk to Noah about that. After these guys make a good play, they need to turn their back to us so we could see their number. I'm kidding, obviously. We've got number 23 here, Jacob Rosenberg, flanked out wide for the Patriots on this near sideline. We'll open it up a little bit so you could see it, but looks like we've got a false start on the Patriots. So a false start there by John Jay, and that'll back the Patriots up to the Suffern 20-yard line. 1st and 15 for John Jay. Again, Brady waiting for the play to come in from the sideline. He's got the play. Tells the rest of the team in the huddle. And we've got 27, Liam Beal, flanked out wide here, along with number 22, Giuseppe Martini. And it looks like John Jay's Brady Feliciano is going to be dropped for a loss. So it looks like it's 2nd down and about 19 here for John Jay. John Jay struggling to capitalize on this turnover. Recovered by Nate Giribaldi. Brady Feliciano back. Does a really good job to get that ball away. Oh, the referee drops a flag on him. I'm going to guess intentional grounding. Yep, the referee says intentional grounding on Brady. I'm going to put my biased John Jay hat on. And it looked like there was a guy streaking down that right sideline, a wide receiver. Maybe he didn't realize to come back towards the ball. Maybe he ran the wrong play. I'm trying to make an excuse for the Patriots, but John Jay is backed up big time here. They are backed up to the Suffern 43-yard line. You might say, it's not a big deal for John Jay to be on the Suffern 43-yard line, but they've got to go to the Suffern 5-yard line to get a first down. So it's third and really long here for John Jay. We're early in the second quarter, maybe midway through the second quarter. Snap taken by Kyle Winters. He hands it to Brady Feliciano, and Brady's pushed out of bounds after a couple-yard gain. And it is going to be fourth down. It looks like Connor Finn is coming back out for the Patriots. Connor's number 4. He's their punter. He's their kicker. He's backed up 12 yards from the football, from the line of scrimmage here. That last snap was a little high. That snap is perfect. Connor punts it. It may have been blocked. It's picked up by number 25. And he's taken down by number 52, Arthur Maselli. Arthur, a fantastic football player for John Jay. An excellent math student as well, if I could give him a plug for his excellence in the classroom. I had Arthur last year in class. Arthur has Mr. Feely this year for geometry. Excellent football player, Arthur is, and you could see it on that tackle there. All right, so 0-0 here, midway through the second quarter. Suffern's got the ball. They're in shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands it off to number 22, and number 22 is stopped for probably a 2-yard loss there. Nice tackle there, I believe, from Nate Garibaldi. I could be wrong on that. Somebody's saying 4 minutes on the field, so I don't know if that means that there's 4 minutes left in the half. Again, there's no fifth official here, so there's no official on the scoreboard. Suffern's back on the ball here, second down and about 12. Low snap. It's fumbled by Suffern, and they just fall on it. And that looks like it's going to be third down and 18, maybe? Third down and long for sure for Suffern. They're at their own 16-yard line. They have to get to the 33-yard line. So Suffern gets the play. It's third and about 17 here. Suffern's really spread out the formation here. We'll see what they decide to do. John Jay looks like they've got their ears pinned back and are coming after him. Nice decision by Suffern to throw it out wide, but John Jay is not fooled. Brady Feliciano as well as number 86, Noah Crouch, on the tackle. Noah probably more so than Brady. believe the referee just said 4 minutes there on the clock. Well, not positive. We've got 4th and long here for Suffern. I'm guessing that they're choosing to punt here. Not too sure who this is for John Jay Deep. Put 4th and long here. And they fake it. They fake the punt, and John Jay is not fooled at all. And it looks like John Jay's number 32 there, Nick Pavia, makes the tackle. Trying to think of how to pronounce that name. Pava, maybe? But either way, Nick, number 32 for John Jay, does a great job on the tackle. And John Jay now takes over at the Suffern 15-yard line. So we'll see if John Jay could cash in here. We are late in the first half, late in the second quarter. The score's tied at 0. Kyle Winters is in shotgun formation for John Jay. He hands it off to number 86, Noah Crouch, and Noah is promptly dropped for a loss, and John Jay takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So that's going to bring down 2nd and long, 2nd and looks like 16 here for John Jay. So not positive of exactly who was checking in and checking out there for John Jay. But we are tied at 0 late in the first quarter. John Jay trying to take advantage of a Suffern fake punt deep in their own end. Scores tied at 0. Thanks for joining us on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel for this JV football game between Suffern High School and the John Jay Patriots. My name is Robert Sipe. I'm a math teacher. I'm a boys soccer coach, a boys basketball coach. And I'm on the video equipment, the live streaming equipment, and the camera, as well as the mic for today's JV game. Thanks for joining me. John Jay now faced with a 2nd down and 16. And we've got now a timeout by Suffern. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a little bit less than 4 minutes to go here in the half. John Jay has utilized all of their timeouts. Suffern, I believe that was their first charged timeout. We'll give you a look at the Patriot sideline and the Patriot huddle. All right, so we're still in a timeout here. We are late in the second quarter. The score is tied at 0. We'll give you a look at the scoreboard. What the heck? So you could see what I'm looking at there. Again, there's no time on the scoreboard because the time is being kept on the field by the officials. But we've got no score here at John Jay High School. But John Jay is close to scoring. They're on the Suffern 22-yard line. They've got Jacob Rosenberg, number 23, way out. But we're going to zoom in on the middle of the formation here. Kyle Winters looking deep. He looks for Jacob Rosenberg, but Connor Finn cuts in front of him and catches it. Wow, what a play call there by John Jay. They literally had 2 players in the line of that football, and Connor Finn comes up with the catch, and John Jay takes a 6-0 lead. What a pass there. Not too sure who passed that, to be honest with you. Sorry about that. I don't know if that was Kyle Winters on the pass or Brady Feliciano. Those are usually the 2 quarterbacks. But Connor Finn, the guy who caught it, is in to kick the extra point here for John Jay. So let's see. The ball snapped. The ball is up, and it looks really good. Perfect kick by Connor Finn. And Connor's having a great game here so far today as John Jay takes a 7-0 lead. I'm going to put down the microphone and I'm going to put 7-0 up on the scoreboard, folks. Hang on one second. All right, so we've got 7 points for the Patriots up on the scoreboard. We'll show that to you so you could take a look at my fancy scoreboard skills. What do you think? How did I do? Looks like a nice score, right? All right, so the man of the moment here, Connor Finn, caught the touchdown pass to put the Patriots up 6-0. He kicked the extra point to put the Patriots up 7-0, and now he's going to kick off.
Head down here, Connor. Head down.
All right, so Suffern is back out, ready to receive the kick. Connor raises his hand.
Our turn, fellas. Our turn. Let's go.
All right, the referee blew his whistle. We were all waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. He has, and Connor kicks it. Great kick, skipping back to the 15-yard line of Suffern. And Suffern number 88, looks like a big kid here, is able to get out yard line. Really good 25-yard return there by number 88 from Suffern.
Hey, get the ball back here. Caleb, get the ball back here. Hey, there's not a lot of time. Make sure we're watching passes. Hey.
So the John Jay coaches are telling their players there's not a lot of time. Watch for a pass here. And I would agree we are late in the first half. John Jay just took a 7-0 lead on a touchdown reception by Connor Finn. Connor Finn then kicked the extra point to put the Patriots up 7-0. And the John Jay coaches were wrong. It was not a pass. Number 5 from Suffern takes the ball on the ground and gains 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 for Suffern. John Jay is coached by Lenny Phillips. His assistant is Ryan Dahl. A little fake handoff there by Suffern. Little quarterback sneak up the middle for a couple yards. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for Suffern. So we've got a 3rd down and about 2 here for Suffern. They've gained 8 yards on 2 carries here. Number 2 is back in shotgun formation for Suffern. Yeah, Suffern moved a little early there. I would agree with that. The John Jay coaches were yelling that one of the Suffern players moved a little bit, and the referee confirms false start by the Suffern football team. So they're going to be penalized 5 yards there. So that'll make it a 3rd down and 6 for Suffern. Nice little play there. Number 12 from Suffern, able to stay in bounds and get across for the 1st down. So the ball's marked at the John Jay 49-yard line, so that will give Suffern a 1st down. Suffern takes the snap, looking to pass, and it's picked off. This is Brady Feliciano, I believe. Brady's going along. He's going all the way. What a tackle by... Got to get that kid's number 50 on Suffern. Wow. So what an interception by John Jay's Brady Feliciano. And number 50 from Suffern chases him down. Really impressive there by number 50 on Suffern to chase down John Jay's Brady Feliciano. I'll be honest, I thought Brady was going in for a pick 6. But 50 had some wheels and wouldn't allow that to happen. All right, so John Jay takes over, still up 7-0. We are late here in the 1st half. Kyle Winters takes the snap. Kyle Winters is looking long. Kyle Winters has... sorry, you guys missed that. That's a touchdown for John Jay. I'm trying to figure out who that was. I think it's Connor Finn again. I apologize to Connor and his family. I messed up there on the video, so you didn't get a great look at that. But what a pass by Kyle Winters to Connor Finn. And that is Connor's 2nd touchdown of the game. John Jay takes a 13-0 lead. And Connor is coming in to see if he could put the 14th point up on the board for the Patriots. So I'll give you a better look at this. Again, I apologize for that touchdown. I was trying to follow it with my eyes. Ooh, Connor Finn takes a snap. We're faking it here. He's throwing it into the end zone, but it falls incomplete. And that 2-point conversion attempt has failed. And John Jay has a 13-0 lead. Give me just a moment. I am going to put down the mic and put that up on the scoreboard. So John Jay's up 13-0 late in the first half here. All right, so we've got 13 up on the board for John Jay. John Jay now set to kick off here to Suffern. The Patriots leading 13-0 here late in the second quarter. Again, the time is being kept on the field by the referees. So if you're thinking there's no time left, you're incorrect here. There is some time remaining in the first half. We don't know how much time. Another nice kick here by Connor Finn. Number 88 gets it for Suffern, and he's tackled at the Suffern 15-yard line. Really nice job by John Jay's Connor Finn, dominating this game, responsible for all 30 of John Jay's points. John Jay quarterback Kyle Winters threw the second pass to Connor Finn. Wasn't positive who first touchdown pass to Connor. I would guess it would be Kyle Winters, but I don't know for sure. All right, so 13-0 and off. 3. That's the half, folks. That first half. I'm just going to check time I put on the scoreboard here. I'm going to guess 10 minutes. Hang on a second, folks. All right, so if you were watching, folks, I'm not very skilled at the scoreboard clock there. It took me a couple tries to get 10 minutes up on the board. Well, I did the best I could there. So let me get the third quarter down as well. Hang on one second, and then we'll give you a little halftime recap. Hang on for 10 seconds, folks. All right, so that was more difficult than I thought it would be. Apparently, you have to stop the clock to change the quarters. But we are at halftime here of the JV football game between Suffern High School and the John Jay Patriots. We'll give you a look at John Jay's huddle. And then we'll show you, well, we're not going to be able to show you the Suffern huddle because we're blocked here. We've got a little spot here. But Suffern is in the back of that end zone. So we'll bring you back and we'll show you the Patriots. And then we will zoom into the scoreboard here. And we will let you know that John Jay is up 13-0 on 2, up 13-0. Let's see what's coming up for us later in the week here. I think on Wednesday, we've got the John Jay volleyball team in action against Lords. I believe the varsity game is at 4:30 and the JV game is at 6. Do yourself a favor and tune in on Wednesday when we go live again at 4:30 and catch some of this volleyball action. It is outstanding. It is fantastic. These girls are so good, led by John Jay coach Maria Mahoney, who was an excellent two-sport Division I athlete in her own right back in her own day. And she does a tremendous job with our girls volleyball team. And they are so good. So I'm going to try to give you, I'm going to play cameraman here for a second. Can you see that rain that we're getting here at John Jay? It is, I would say, drizzling hard. We have a little bit of a light rain. I'll show you some of the people in the stands. You could see the umbrellas up. And we definitely are experiencing some light rain here at John Jay. But again, I'll go back to the scoreboard there. You could see that we are 5 minutes into our halftime break with 5 minutes to go. I'm going to check the radar here for you. If you're from Hopewell Junction, you probably can just look out your window. But the radar here does not look good, folks. It looks like we are in for some more rain. I'm going to try to run the radar. I wonder if the Mets are playing. I'm looking down in New York City, and I would not think that the Mets are playing. If you're a Mets fan or following the Mets, they had a debacle yesterday with their game. I think Marcus Stroman threw 8 pitches, and then the umpires, called for the tarp to be put on the field, and in typical Mets fashion, the Mets were rained out yesterday, and there was a lot of talk today on the radio on WFAN about exactly what the Mets were going to do and how they were going to handle today's game. And as I was heading here to get the live streaming and video equipment set up, the Mets game was still on. I believe the Mets announced their starting lineup. But just looking at the radar from what we've got here at John Jay and what New York City looks like, it doesn't look good. And trying to look to see down where Suffern is in Rockland County, I can see Spring Valley, which I know is fairly close to Suffern. But it looks like you guys down in Suffern are getting hit pretty well too, with some good rain. But according to my radar here at John Jay High School, we are going to continue to be rained on, and probably even harder for the rest of the game here. Guy Byron, running off the field here. And we've got 2.5 minutes left in our halftime break, and John Jay is going to get themselves loosened up. My hope is that Suffern will as well. Working these football games, typically what happens is after the 10-minute halftime break, the teams then have an additional 3 minutes to warm up. But you can see that there's 2 minutes left on the clock, and both teams here are warming up now. So my hope is that when this clock runs down to 0, we will begin the second half. And I only say that not because I want the game to end quicker than usual, but it is chilly out. It is wet out. And I'm nice and dry and nice and warm up here in the press box. I do have a window open that my camera is hanging out of, but it's not windy, so it's heated in here in the field house. So I am plenty warm. I believe that's John Jay varsity football coach Tom O'Hare down on the field. Probably checking his radar. Nope, he's calling someone. I hope he's not calling me. My phone is not ringing, so that's a good thing. He's looking up at the scoreboard, as is the referee, so I don't know exactly what they're talking about, but my phone is not ringing, so nothing for me to be too concerned about, I guess. Sometimes Coach O'Hare calls me and tells me to put something up on the clock, put additional time up on the clock. But looks like both teams are ready to play, folks. We've got 10 seconds left in the halftime break. We'll let that run down for you. I don't know if you could hear the horn, but that was a rather soft horn that we had for you. And we are back at midfield, and we are ready for the second half. Again, John Jay leads it 13-0 on 2 touchdown passes by, well, I don't know. I believe by Kyle Winters. I know that Connor Finn caught both touchdown passes in the second quarter. And he kicked the first extra point, and then on the second extra point, they attempted a 2-point conversion, but that failed. Connor throwing a pass into the end zone that fell a little short of its intended target. And we are ready to go here, folks, for the second half. Thanks again for joining us on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Robert Sipe. I'm bringing you all the action, live streaming it to you on our John Jay Athletics YouTube channel, using our live streaming equipment provided to us by the awesome WCSD Tech program. Shout out to John Jay Tech Director Art Schoen and Dan Roberto and Andrew Nicola for making all of this live streaming happen for us here this year as we try to play high school sports in a pandemic. So Connor Finn kicked off the second half, and Suffern fell on the ball on their own 34-yard line, and that's where they will take over. First down and 10. Suffern's got a steep hill to climb here as they are down 13-0, and the Patriot defense has been fantastic the entire first half. Let's see if they can keep it up the second half. John Jay's number 52, Arthur Maselli, pointed towards the Suffern offensive line, and Arthur knew what he was talking about because the referee threw the flag and indicates a false start by Suffern. Arthur looks like he's an inside linebacker there for the Patriots. Also looks like he's the captain as he's talking to Kyle Winters and Bryce Adrian. Nice tackle there. Trying to see who that is. Number 70. Is that 72 or 78? Don't know. 72, it looks like to me, Nate Garibaldi. 78 is Chase Años. Tough for me to tell if that's 78 or 72. Still trying to take a look there, but it's second down and long here for Suffern. John Jay's Arthur Maselli right over the center. Here comes John Jay. Oh, it's a pass. It's picked off. That is picked off by John Jay's. John Jay's Kyle Winter picks that pass off. What an interception by Kyle Winters. And John Jay takes over at the Suffern 28-yard line. I'm not too sure. Really good pressure there by the John Jay defense, putting the Suffern quarterback under some intense pressure. And Kyle Winters able to come up with the interception. Not too sure what the referees are discussing here. All right, so, folks, I don't know what's going on here, but they are not giving John Jay that interception. I could only guess that the quarterback was in the grasp. I don't know, so they called the play dead. I do not know. I apologize for not knowing what happened here, but John Jay's defense is, again, putting the pressure on Suffern here. And it looks like John Jay's Arthur Maselli, number 52, was in on that tackle. That is number 72 there, Nate Garibaldi. And Suffern is faced here with a 4th down and 15 yards to go. Maybe 4th and 16. It's a long way to go. It looks like, I don't know who that is, but we've got somebody from John Jay who is deep. Could be Kyle Winters, could be Connor Finn. It's Connor Finn back there, but the ball's going to fall well short. And Suffern gets a pretty good roll, and they are going to down it at the John Jay 38-yard line. So John Jay takes over on their own 38-yard line with a 13-0 lead. .37-yard line. Did I say their 38-yard line? I don't know. It's on the John Jay 37-yard line. All right, so here we go. John Jay is in shotgun formation here. Brady Feliciano hands it off to number 22, Giuseppe Martini. Giuseppe gets 10 yards. It looks like the referees are awarding Giuseppe with a 1st down. So 10 yards there on a good run by Giuseppe Martini. And Kyle Winters checks in for John Jay, and Kyle will be in shotgun formation. Brady Feliciano is behind him. John Jay's got a real tight formation here. Brady's going up the middle, but Suffern reads it. Brady is not to be denied gaining 5 yards on the play, and maybe 4 yards on the play. But neither here nor there. Pretty impressive play by Brady. And Giuseppe Martini checks back in for the Patriots for Kyle Winters. So Brady Feliciati will be back in shotgun formation. Out wide here, we have Liam Beal on the near side. Here is a wide receiver. John Jay's got two receivers on the left side, two on the right side. Giuseppe Martini takes off across the formation, gets the handoff from Brady, but he's only able to gain a yard as the rain picks up here at John Jay. You probably don't want to see this, but I'm going to show you what the players are going through here. So it's 3rd down and about 5 here for John Jay. We're probably midway through the 3rd quarter. Number 23 coming out here, Jacob Rosenberg on the near sideline. He's the only one on this side. Nice little play there by John Jay quarterback Brady Feliciato to get Suffern to jump. He needed 5 yards for the first down, and he was able to get those 5 yards. Imitating Peyton Manning. I didn't hear an Omaha, but a good snap. I don't know exactly what you call that in football, but a good job by Brady to get Suffern to jump. And John Jay's now got a 1st and 10 here. Brady hands it off to Noah Crouch. Noah Crouch gets some room to run, and he's ahead for a gain of what looks like 9 yards. 2nd down for the Patriots. And the rain is coming down here, folks. My camera is still protected, so I'm still able to hang out this window, but just to warn you, oh, baby, is that Giuseppe Martini? I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I thought maybe Brady flipped it forward to Giuseppe. I was paying more attention to the rain than the first down play there by the Patriots, but regardless, or it was 2nd down, but it earned John Jay a 1st down. John Jay's driving here on the Suffern 22-yard line. And John Jay really picking up the pace on offense as well here. They've got 2 receivers flanked out wide to the near side, 1 on that far side. High snap. Brady takes it himself, and he's gang tackled by the Suffern defense. So this will be 2nd down and about 6. For John Jay. Trying to get you as close to the action as possible without missing some of the action. I feel bad on Connor Finn's 2nd touchdown reception. Wasn't able to get you a good look at that. Brady Feliciato fakes the handoff there to Giuseppe Martini and takes it himself up the middle for another John Jay 1st down. And it looks like it's going to be 1st and goal here for John Jay as they've got the ball on the Suffern 10-yard line. I'll come out just a little bit here just in case John Jay decides to pass here. So it looks like Brady Feliciato still back in shotgun formation. He fakes the handoff. Suffern's all over it and drops Brady for a 4-yard loss. So it'll be 2nd down and goal for the Patriots from the Suffern 14-yard line. It Looks like number 86, Noah Crouch, is on this far sideline. Handoff goes to Giuseppe Martini. Nice job by Suffern to tackle him at the 5-yard line. Looked like Giuseppe had some good room to run. He did. He gained 9 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and goal for John Jay at the Suffern 5-yard line. Rain really coming down here now at John Jay. Give you a good look there as we show you up by the lights. Tough conditions to play in here. John Jay's Brady Feliciato back in shotgun formation. He hands it off to Giuseppe Martini, who looks like he tripped there. John Jay will lose a yard or two on the play, and it'll be 4th and goal from the Suffern 7-yard line. Rain really coming down here at John Jay, making it difficult for the players, and I'm sure the officials and coaches and fans. John Jay coming out here quick in a formation. Brady takes the snap, takes it himself. Not too sure if that was a broken play or not, but either way, Suffern's able to stop John Jay. And it'll be Suffern ball after a turnover on downs on their own 10-yard line. I believe one of the officials said quarter. But before I put that up on the scoreboard, I want to confirm that. So it might be at the end of the 3rd quarter here. We'll give you a look at the rain. And it looks like the chain gang and the referees and everybody here at John Jay is walking down to the other end of the field. So Suffern's going to start down on the 10-yard line down on this side of the field. I'm going to put down the microphone, walk over to the scoreboard, and put 4 in the quarter column. Hang on one second, folks. All right, and I'm back. We're back. So we are in the 4th quarter. We are about to start the 4th quarter here at John Jay High School. John Jay scored 13 points all in the 2nd quarter, all with the hands and feet of Connor Finn. Connor Finn caught 2 touchdown passes. And he kicked an extra point. I believe both touchdown passes were thrown by Kyle Winters. I'm positive the second one was thrown by Kyle. Not sure about the first one. Really good play design on the first touchdown by the Patriots. Jacob Rosenberg and Connor Finn were both in the area where the football was thrown. And now Suffern is taking the ball up the middle with a little quarterback draw. And Suffern gains about 8 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for Suffern. A little concerned about my camera here, folks, so I'm keeping a close eye to make sure that it doesn't get wet. If the camera gets shaky, that means that it's getting wet, so I'm going to bring it inside. But as of now, it's 2nd down and 2. And John Jay is able to team tackle Suffern. It looks like they lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. We'll zoom in there for you a little bit more. Assuming that Suffern's going to run it here on the 3rd down. I only say that because it's third down and short, and it is raining pretty hard here. That football's got to be pretty slippery. It's not like the NFL where they have a towel and they're wiping it down. The referees have left that football on the field as Suffern is in their huddle. Suffern's in shotgun formation. They take the snap. The quarterback, number 12, goes to the right. It looks like he's got some running room. He does have some running room, and he's ahead for a first down. The Suffern coaches below me cheer on the play, as well they should. Nice play by Suffern to earn a first down. And Suffern is on the move. They have pushed it out to their own 23-yard line. But they've still got a long way to go and a lot to make up on the scoreboard as John Jay leads it 13-0 if you're just joining us. We're early in the fourth quarter here at John Jay High School. The rain is coming down pretty good. It's probably 50, 55 degrees, a little chilly out there for the players and the officials and coaches. So it looks like Suffern's number 12 is in shotgun formation. He takes the snap, takes it himself, and is forward for a couple of yards. Looks like he gained 2 yards on the play. So we'll call it 2nd down and 8 from the booth up here. All right, so here we go. 2nd down and long for Suffern. Ball's handed off and promptly tackled by a couple of tacklers there for the Patriots. Look like number 72 and number 66. Hayden Melcher in on the tackle. I've got Hayden in class. And 72, Nate Garibaldi, trying to pronounce these names. I apologize to the family members if I'm off on the pronunciations. Probably should have met with the players and coaching staff prior to tonight's broadcast. But I do have a full-time job teaching math. I'm better with numbers than syllables and letters. So we've got a 3rd down and long here, and Suffern does a nice job. Number 12 gets some room to run, and Suffern has another first down. So Suffern is on the move here. I believe that's their 3rd first down of the drive. John Jay still got a 13-0 lead. So my hope as a John Jay teacher and announcer and coach is that the clock is still running here. We'll see if John Jay can hang on to this 13-0 lead. I'm sure they're okay with Suffern gaining 3, 4, 8 yards per play on the ground as long as the clock is not stopped. And with that said, Suffern decides to pass it. What a tackle there by number 33. Looks like number 33 for the Patriots. That's Nicholas Douglas. Nick is an excellent basketball player as well as football player. Nick starred on the JV boys basketball team this past winter season under the direction of Coach Mush. I believe the JV boys basketball team had an excellent record, maybe 9-3 on the season. Holy cow, who is that? Arthur Maselli? Looks like Arthur Maselli to me on the tackle. What a play by Arthur Maselli. Really impressive there. And that'll be 3rd and long here for Suffern. Arthur Maselli all over the field here in the first and second half here for John Jay. So Suffern faced with a 3rd and probably 14 here. They'll need to get to their own 46-yard line for a first down. Timeout Suffern. Timeout Suffern. So Suffern called a timeout. I'm going to take a little water break if you don't mind. We've got a little break in the action here. Suffern timeout. Early in the fourth quarter here. Suffern driving. Still yet to cross midfield, but they're close. The ball's on their 31-yard line. And it's 3rd down and about 15. The rain is still coming down here pretty hard. As you can see off in the distance, got a lot of construction going on across the way there. A couple of years ago, it was told to me by some pretty reliable sources that they were going to put a baseball dome in, but then it looked like they had some issues and some funding fell through. And then that was silent for about a year. And now the construction's back up, and word on the street, rumor only, is that Amazon purchased the facility. But somebody did something to it over there, and somebody lost a helmet there. That's number 72 there on John Jay. Nate Garibaldi lost his helmet. But he was in on the tackle, and that's going to be a 4th down for Suffern. It's 4th down and 11. We'll see what Suffern decides to do here. Don't know if they'll gamble and go for it. They probably should, being down 13 points here, as we're probably approaching the middle of the fourth quarter. Looks like they are in punt formation. Looks like Connor Finn is back deep for the Patriots. .32 coming in for Suffern. They hike it. Number 22 is able to get off the punt, and it's out of bounds at about the John Jay 44-yard line. So that was the same thing that they did earlier in the game when they tried to punt it but weren't able to get off the punt. They sort of snap it back about 5 yards, and then that player pitches it back to the punter. In the first half, they weren't able to get off the punt. John Jay had put so much pressure on them that they weren't able to get. Suffern was not able to get off the punt. And John Jay was able to tackle them. Well, you don't know. I guess I should tell you, if you weren't with us in the first half, John Jay was able to drop them for a loss. I thought maybe they were trying to fake the punt, but now that I watched that second play by Suffern, it's probably more likely that Suffern was trying to punt in the first half and just weren't able to get it off. All right, so John Jay takes over here on their own 44-yard line, up 13-0, about midway through the fourth quarter. Brady Feliciano takes a high snap, hands it off to number 22 for the Patriots, Giuseppe Martini, and Giuseppe is ahead for a gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Patriots. Again, if you're just joining us, we are midway through the fourth quarter. the rain is coming down pretty hard here at John Jay High School. And John Jay is up 13-0. Little false start there by the offense for John Jay. Nope, I take that back. Little false start, or not false start, I guess you would say offsides, right, by Suffern. So John Jay has a first down. Looked like one of the offensive linemen for John Jay jumped, but it must have been because a Suffern defensive lineman was running after him. I believe that's John Jay's Giuseppe Martini on the ball. It is. He's got a gain of 11 yards, and that'll be a first down for John Jay as John Jay marches down the field. They're on the Suffern 34-yard line, looking to add to their 13-point lead. John Jay's up 13-0 here as we approach the end of the fourth quarter and the end of the game. We don't have the exact time here for you at John Jay. There's no time on the clock. The officials are keeping the time on the field, but that's again John Jay's Giuseppe Martini. He's got a gain of 5 for John Jay. That'll give John Jay a manageable 2nd down and 5 here from the Suffern 29-yard line. Brady Feliciano takes the snap, hands it off to Giuseppe Martini. Giuseppe is hit hard, but it's going to be enough for a first down. Is it going to be enough for a first down? Let's see what the referees say here. I'm looking at the chain gang there. Yep, first down. First down, Patriots, folks. So John Jay's driving here. Ball's on the Suffern 24-yard line. We'll show you the John Jay huddle there. Brady Feliciano pitches it back to, not too sure who that is. Number 15 there for John Jay. Number 15 is Ethan Fogarty. So Kyle Winters checking back in here for John Jay. We'll see where Kyle lines up. Looks like he's going to be the quarterback. Some more players checking in for John Jay. Kyle Winters takes the snap, hands it off to Brady Feliciano, maybe? We'll see. It takes 3 Suffern defenders to get Brady down. And I'm not too sure what happened there. It looks like it's the end of the game, folks. So that's it, folks. That is the end of the game. That was sort of a strange ending there, but but we'll watch the teams shake hands here or sort of wave at each other. We don't shake hands anymore in a pandemic. Both teams line up on the hash marks. Really good sportsmanship there by both teams after a hard-fought match. Suffern yells out, "Thank you, John Jay." Really good football game here this evening. And that's going to do it, guys. So once again, your final score here at John Jay is John Jay 13, Suffern 0. That's the end of the game. Thanks again for watching us, folks. Please do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Wednesday at 4:30, we've got a volleyball match against Lourdes High School, Our Lady of Lourdes High School. If you've never seen high school volleyball before, you've got to tune in and watch it. Some really good athletes on the volleyball court. I'll be on the live streaming equipment. I'll be on the microphone. I'll be on the camera to bring you that action. And we'll see you on Wednesday if you can join us. All right. Thanks again, folks. Again, the final score here from John Jay: the Patriots 13, Suffern 0. Have a great night, everybody.